plantar flexion, stretching your ankles. Then take your arms up over your head, breathe in, come here, Millie, and then exhale, side stretch. Side stretch to the right, come here. Side stretch to the right. You'll feel a nice deep stretch on your left side, or put your right hand down and keep leaning. I want you to go to the place where you get the most stretch. I don't know where it is for you. It might be this kind of hold where you hug your core in, or it might be a nice side stretch from your left side. Inhale. And then come back to center. Same thing on the other side. First start left hand to right wrist. Tug and lean. Take that side stretch first. Come here. Really lean, or hand down and lean. Oh yeah. Get a nice deep side right stretch. So why we do this half moon stretch, it's so good to open up the intercostals. It helps clear your airways, helps you breathe a lot deeper. And then even as you're in these places where it might feel a little resistant to breathe, I want you to expand and contract your lungs. Try to get the diaphragm muscles to stretch in the position that you're in. Come back through center, tense your fingertips forward, tuck your toes under, and push into a squat tuck curl. So now your knees hover up and off the ground. If this isn't comfortable, you can keep your knees on the ground. Stay here in this toe squat, stretching the arches of your feet now in dorsiflexion, the opposite of what we just did. It might feel good to stay and stretch your toes, because it does to me. Or come up to a squat tuck curl, high stance. Same thing, lean over to the right. If you want to tent your right fingertips on the earth, my only concern with tenting on this side is that your legs still stay together to the best of your ability. Imagine that your lower body was like one tree trunk, trying to open up the edges of your ankles and feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. Awesome. Okay, other side. Take it slow. Arms up. Lean, stretch, or lean all the way towards the earth. You'll feel the place. You may have to send your knees a little forward or a little back, where you get the most sensation and opening in your hip. You even might feel a little outer thigh work, that TFL stretching open nice and well. Breathe in, breathe out. And we'll come to mermaid stretch. So walk your hands forward, zigzag your right knee into like kind of a half pigeon, and your left leg is back. I call it mermaid, like it's Ariel on a rock. Then hold steady here, breathe in. We gotta get rid of that toy. Side stretch over to the right. Over to the right. You may stay, or you can even extend it. I'll hold it in a second. Reach your arms all the way out and to the right. So I get a really nice outer thigh stretch and a nice side body stretch when I lean my hands all the way to the right. Come here, stop. Relax, Here you go. Take Alan. Here you go. Take your leg. Oh no. Good. So Jill's my great example over here. She's got a little bit of a zigzag. She's kind of laying in. I'm going to give you this guidance and this suggestion for the stretch, but move your body a little left or right, wiggle forward or back. We're going to be here for 60 seconds, so go to the place where you feel the most sensation. That's what matters to me the most. Where do you personally feel the most sensation? Stay there and breathe deeper into the side body. Today, my whole theme is focusing on the vibration that I want to give out. So instead of goaling myself like I'm going to have this much money by this date, or have this many following, or I don't know, whatever you do a numerical goal for, I'm going to accomplish this certification by this date, right? Instead of some SMART goal that's pretty typical and we're taught to do, instead, I want you to set a vibration goal. What energetic quality do you want to have today or this week? Maybe you want to work on building your character in the shape of forgiveness, or building your patience, building your openness. Maybe you want to work on your commitment or slowing down. Then gently walk your body up, take your right hand behind your back, push your hips up to the sky. It's kind of like a camel back bend. My right foot's still tucked, my left knee's just supporting, and and I lift, 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 lift up and back. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Awesome. Come down slow. Let's take mermaid stretch on the other side. Bring your left leg forward, right leg back. Remember, we kind of started here, side stretching like before. You might even feel a nice hip release on the right side. Or walk your hands far to the upper right. Upper left, rather. Maybe wiggling left or right in the stretch is going to make you feel more. I want you to investigate that stretch. So these 15-minute bursts, these recovery and reset, they're made to be done at any point in the day for you to just come back in, to tune in out of the catch-up checklist on other people's agenda and coming back to you today. My mental check is always, if I got hit by a bus today, tonight, would I be happy with the vibrations, with what I was sending off? It's a really good mental check for me because oftentimes we feel like, oh, I have tomorrow, I have next week, I have next year, but we don't know that. It's not a guarantee. So setting a vibrational goal, like I want to work on forgiveness, I want to work on openness, you can do that right now, being open with yourself. Maybe letting something within yourself go. Noli, are you working on something? Maybe you're working on being better at catching a ball. For your stretch in these final 30 seconds, dig in and offer yourself a vibration. What do you want today? Oftentimes, the thing that annoys us in other people is really just something that we're annoyed at with ourselves. So let's say you're trying to be forgiving and loving with a person in your life. Let's first start with being forgiving and loving to yourself. Let that be the vibration and the tone that you set. That starts here in the practice. Gently come up to your palms, put your left hand behind your back, push your hips up, lift and thrust, get big, nice and open. Opening up the sides, the hips. This is an anti-sitting stretch. Maybe your head drops back. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome. Then onto your booty. We'll take a figure four with a pendulum swing. So on your back, hands by your sides, swing your legs to the left. Swing your legs to the right. Keeping the figure four formation, do this little pendulum swing. This might feel really good in your body. I know it does to me. But if you like half pigeon, in about 10 seconds, we're going to roll into half pigeon with the right leg bent. I like to give you the option, though, to stay on your back and just enjoy that if it feels good. Because every day is different. And make sure whatever you choose, whether it's half pigeon or the figure four, you personally are embodying that vibration, being open to the new pose, or being forgiving if you want to stay on your back, or humble. Last little stretch upgrade. Turn your left palm and forearm to face up. You're going to take your right arm or forearm and massage your whole left forearm. So what I'm doing is my left palm faces up like I'm holding a cup. I take my right arm and I'm just like massaging with my whole right forearm, my left arm. If it's accessible to do like the elbow, I jab my elbow into the meat of my forearm muscles. And you can even feel that robotic nature. Like when I push my elbow point into the forearm, my fingers kind of move. If you feel a nice sticky spot, stay longer. Breathe and send your breath, flow it to that space. Then I flip my palm down and I'm even doing the other side of my palm. So my palm is flat, the dark side, the top side of my hand's facing up. Now my elbow's kind of massaging out the other part of my forearm. holding of the same things all day. Maybe it's your steering wheel or your phone or the way that you text or type. Wherever you are, you've got about 30 seconds to stay in it. Choose to proactively be in the stretch. Switch and go into figure 4 on your back. Roll down to your back, left leg. Start that pendulum swing action with your palms down. Rock left and right. Even the simple action of rocking, I can feel my hip flexors get a little opening, my side booty. Oh yeah. Stay if this feels good. Or roll your body weight forward. Come into half pigeon with your left leg forward and your right leg back. Now my right forearm is on the ground, right palm facing up. My left elbow is going to do the massage work to massage out my forearm. You can always use props and pillows under your left butt cheek, no problem. Or just stay on your back if it feels good. I know pigeon's not for everybody, so staying on your back feels really nice to keep rocking back and forth. Even the way that you're choosing the pose, embodying the pose, make sure that the vibration you chose, maybe you're working on courage, perseverance, strength. Embody that even in the way that you enter into the pose, in the way that you transition back and forth. Be so hyper-focused on the vibration that you're giving out that it keeps you really keen, alert, and focused in the moment. How am I embodying openness even in the thoughts I'm thinking, in the actions I'm creating? Use these final 30 seconds to deepen into whatever you're in. Today's practice in either legs up the wall or Shavasana, your choice. Which one would you like to take, Jill? Okay. Jill's gonna do just regular awesome corpse pose. I'm gonna take legs up the wall right next to Noli. So I move my legs to a nearby wall so it's not stressful. I don't want it to be shaky or hard on your hamstrings, just enough that the knees are micro-bent and the feet lift up. And then as your body flattens against the ground, feel like your exhale melts you into whatever you're touching. You can imagine like a balloon deflating. It's like you inhale, the balloon fills up, and then you exhale, it just deflates just like you into the earth. We have to start small. So if just today you set the goal to be more courageous, then all you do today is look for all the ways you can build your courage. Take risks and chances on yourself and other people. Say things that you might be scared to say. Eat things, do things, try things that build courage. Maybe your goal today is just being a little bit more patient. buy a green Toyota, then you start to see them all over. It's the same thing when you hyper-focus on patience, your goal. All of a sudden you see all the ways that the world is offering you opportunities to be patient. To let your patience muscle grow. What are you focusing on and expanding today? Start to wiggle life into your body. If you're like me and legs up the wall, let your legs slide down and into almost a fetal pose to the side. And then taking your time to meet me at a seat to close the class. Rise all the way up, no rush. Bring your palms to your heart. Sit up tall on your spine. We'll close with affirmations, so if it feels good to you to just listen, you can. Or repeat them after me. Hey today.
Hey today.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
For the best day of my life.
For the best day of my life.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I am light.
I am light.
I work on my courage and perseverance.
My courage and perseverance.
My patience and my openness.
My patience and my openness.
I'm offering my vibration.
I'm offering my vibration
out to the world.
Out to the world.
Everyone take a deep breath in. Namaste, Namaste. Thank you for joining us for our awesome recovery stretch. I hope you feel better, and remember that these are meant to be done multiple times in a day, multiple times in a week, because stretching is always good for you. It's always a way for you to come, cool down, and connect. Thank you, Jill, for being our awesome demo.